So you're in a personal year 8. This is such a powerful year. This is a year focused on manifestation, abundance, and stepping into your highest potential. This is really the beginning of what we call in numerology a personal 3-year push, where you are now beginning to step fully into and embodying this current 9-year cycle in a way where you can really reap what you've sowed. And it's also a marker of a transition period into your next 9-year cycle. It's a very pivotal, important year. If life feels like it's shifting, it's because it is. Every year activates a new personal year cycle in numerology. It's a divine reset that really shapes your next year. In this 9-part series, we're going to be understanding what your personal year cycle is bringing forward for you, and what your personal frequency will be this year. So let's dive into your personal year and really understand what your higher self is guiding you into. Hi guys, my name is Ness. I'm an intuitive and a numerologist, and this channel is all about understanding yourself in the deepest way possible, which allows you to understand the world around you in a very deep way. If you're interested in things like numerology, astrology, human design, intuition, Akashic records, all of these amazing magical things, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. It's going to allow you to be notified next time I upload a video. It's also going to help support me in building a collective of people that really want to understand themselves on the deepest way possible. And if that is you, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. If you're enjoying this video, please hit a thumbs up on the video. And share it with someone that you feel should know what the next year's frequency is for them. Also, before we go any further, I want to let you know that if you really want to understand your personal year on a level that is going to allow you to begin to plan out what your next year has ahead for you, you're going to want to pick up one of my personal year planners. It is a 60-page, month-by-month, in-depth understanding of what this personal year is bringing about. It's going to allow you to be able to really plan and take advantage of the energy and the frequency that you happen to be holding this year in the most aligned way. So down in the description, I have added a link that if you'd like to pick up one of these personal year planners, click that link and definitely pick it up. It's going to help you have the most amazing year you've ever had. Also, I have just opened up one-on-one personal, what I call divine numerology numbers reading, and it is a combination between your personal numerology. We look at your numerology, we look at your personal year numerology, and I get 3 messages from the Akashic records, from your soul, from your higher self. And if it's something you're interested in doing, it is a 45-minute one-on-one Zoom reading that, if you choose, can be recorded. Make sure you click down below. I have a link right there for you to be able to book it. I do want you to know that I have limited availability, so if it is something you are interested in doing, make sure you click that button right now. I would hate for you to miss out on this. And if for some reason all of my spots are taken, it will default into a wait list, and I will notify you by email the moment my calendar opens up. So you'll have the first opportunity to be able to book in. I can't wait to go into this numerology, personal years. I will tell you, when I realized my personal year and what it was almost 3 years ago, it was absolutely crazy how accurate it is on understanding the frequency and energy that you're going to be having that year that you're either looking at or currently in. And if you go back historically and look, it is like eerily accurate. It's quite amazing that our soul chooses this kind of stuff. So now let's dive into what your personal year is. So now that you're in your personal year 8, this is such a pivotal, important year. You are coming off what should have been last year in a personal year 7, a very introspective, sort of finding out what really makes you tick, what lights you up, and likely a very transformative year. You likely came off of a deep spiritual awakening or the beginnings of a spiritual awakening that likely set your direction in life in a slightly different direction. This personal year 8 comes really strategically after a personal year 7, because you now feel more rooted in who you are in what you believe in and what you want to achieve. This is a year where you can really step into your personal power. It's asking you to really step into your personal power. It's a year that is really supported when it comes to manifestation. It's a year where you can truly manifest anything that you want, and or lay the foundation to begin to manifest it. It's a year that really focuses on abundance, power, and manifestation. Because it's a personal year 8, of course, it is centered and focused around abundance, financial abundance, abundance in life. If you think of the number 8, it looks almost like an infinite circle. The more you put out, good, will be reflected back to you good, right? If the intentions and what you put out are not really that good, it will also reflect back to you. So it's really important that when you go into year 8, that you really look at balanced energy. You want to look at balanced abundance. It's really a year where you want to step into your personal power. It is a year that will likely bring you situations where you need to stand up for yourself, say how you really feel. It's really going to bring you to your personal power. And because it's bringing you to your personal power, it's going to ask you to step into leadership. It's going to ask you to be the leader of your life. It's almost asking you to step up into like a CEO of your life, of your destiny. You are now becoming the true CEO of you. And that is really the energy that you want to encompass. In a personal year 8, you will likely find a lot of career growth and or a desire to start in a new career direction. So it's really important to take movement and action towards that. It's important for you to take bold action. This is a year that really supports bold action into your personal career, financial development, and into your CEO era, if you would, for your own life. It's a year that many people find that they have financial expansion. It is a year that if you have a very solid foundation for your finances, it's a year where you can really amplify and expand that financial footing that you have. If you're in a position where you're not quite as secure as you want to be, this is a year to really hone that and really get those financial structures in place so that you can truly set up your next 9-year cycle in a really strong, stable way. It's asking you to step into personal authority of who you are, what you want, and where you want to be and where you want to go. This is a year that really gives you opportunities to step into personal power and personal authority. It is not uncommon that you may become an authority in your chosen profession. Or you may become an authority into a new profession. You may rise up into management or even become like C-suite level. This is also a year that really supports expanding your own business, beginning a business, starting something new. This is the year that really asks you to dive into the CEO of who you are. And many people might find that over the course their personal year 8, they will step into more influence. They will become more influential in their life, in their community, in the business that they currently are in the company that they work for. You find that because you're stepping in such authority and personal power, you can't help but have more influence. Because a personal year 8 is focused on abundance, finances, personal power, it is important that you focus on a plan. Put a plan into place. If you're in the beginning of your personal year 8, sit down and really put some thought into what it is that you want to achieve, what it is that you want to attain, what is the life that you want, and try to do it with zero boundaries. Don't put down what you think is possible. Put down what it is you really want, even if you have no idea how you would get there. The key with the personal year 8 is it comes with a lot of extra power. It has this magnetism that attracts things to you. It has this aura about it that is very magnetic. And because of, if you think of the number 8, whatever comes out comes right back, right? It's this infinite loop of abundance and manifestation. So it's really important that you truly live into this plan that you put down, or this idea that you have, or what it is you want to achieve, or the perfect life that you'd like to have. And try to put it down on a piece of paper without boundaries, without limitations. Because if you really step into your power, step into the influence that you can have without fear and put yourself out there, you're going to begin to attract these things very magnetically and almost in a magical way. It's such an exciting year. So some of the key energies that you want to embody in a personal year 8, first one is confidence. The key is that if you are not feeling confident about who you are or where you're at in your life or what you're currently doing, this energy will definitely bring situations and opportunities for you to truly step into your personal power, your personal influence, your personal confidence. And it will continue to test you until you've overcome this fear of confidence or fear of being seen or fear of leading, because this energy really asks you to become the CEO of your life and your destiny. It's also a year that you're going to find has a lot of forward moving momentum. What's going to happen is you beginning to take ownership of your life and take steps towards that dream life that you want. This year is going to almost give you an extra gust of wind to help keep that momentum going. As long as you are taking, even if it's a small action in the right direction of your future, this energy of this year will begin to really amplify and push forward that energy. You're going to find you have a lot of momentum in this year. It's a year that brings you a lot of drive to really move your thoughts and your vision into reality. It's going to give you this sense of like ambition and drive and like gung-ho kind of energy is what I got. Because of this drive, you're going to have a lot of expansion in your life. This is a year that really asks for expansion, for the ability to expand outside of even what you feel is possible for yourself. So this is a year that when things come your way, greet them with gratitude and appreciation and a very big thank you, because the more you have gratitude for the things that are brought to you in your life, the more this energy is amplified and more will be brought to you. It's a very like magical, magnetic, manifestating year. So take full advantage of this energy. It's really important that you align your ambition to what it is you want to succeed in. To watch out for any people pleasing, any pleasing that doesn't serve your highest good, right? Sometimes we do things or move in a certain direction because we feel it's expected of us. Someone else wants us to do it, but you really want to ask yourself, is this aligned to what I truly want? And as long as what you want doesn't hurt somebody else, then you need to make sure you stay truly true to your personal power. When I say hurt somebody else, this is a year where you take back your own power and your sovereignty and your leadership. And sometimes that can affect relationships that we're in, whether romantic, personal, family relationships. Because when we begin to take back our power, if we haven't been the type of person that has really been the authority of our life, then the people around us that are used to us being a little more people pleasing are going to feel, it's going to feel new to them. And so don't be surprised that this is a year where sometimes relationships can be challenged a little bit, because as you step into your personal power, not everyone's ready for that level of authority from you, that level of security and confidence from you, especially if you haven't had it in the past. So know that this will pass, this will get better, but you may find that people that don't align to your most confident version of who you are won't stay in your life. And know that that's okay and it's meant to be, because the more you align to who you are in the most authentic way and really become confident in the leader of you, you will attract people that love that about you and that want to support that version of you. So know that if anyone falls away during this year, it's only going to bring and amplify people, right? More people that are more aligned with the version of you that is most authentic to you. Now, because this is such a forward-moving year, a year that demands a lot from you with confidence and magnetism and moving forward on your dreams and manifestation, all of these amazing things, it can be a year that you need to be aware of burnout. If you catch yourself going really, really fast and hard at something, ask yourself, is this a pace that I can sustain forever, right? Or for a very long time? If you say to yourself, this is a pace that I can sustain for 3 months, 9 months, 6 months, but long term, it likely will burn me out. Keep in mind, the number 8 is very balanced. On both sides, it is equal. So the key with this is you want to have forward moving motion, but in a balanced way that really sustains what you're looking for. Now, I'm not saying you don't have moments of extra push, right? But we don't want to be forcing this year. We want to be moving with the flow of the energy, because this year naturally has forward moving momentum. You don't have to push that hard to get things going. It has this, it's almost like a gust of wind behind you that's helping you along. So keep in mind that you don't want to burn yourself out. You want to have momentum, you want to have movement, but you also need to do it in a very balanced way. It's also a year that sometimes can bring up a little bit of shadow when it comes to control. If you've had problems or concerns with control, when it comes to you feeling controlled by other people or circumstances or situations, or you being more controlling, this is a year that's asking for balance and a bit of release of control. Part of manifestation is putting out in the world what it is that you want, but then releasing the attachment to it so that the universe can bring it to you in very magical ways. But because it's a year that asks for momentum and movement, sometimes we construe that with control, right? Keep in mind that sometimes some of the best things come in ways that are like not expected. And so this is a year that when you begin to put your manifestation out there, the key is to release control. Release the thought of need, or just know that it has already happened. Know that it is on its way. And that is really what this year is asking you for. Because it's a year focused on financial abundance, a very strong focus of that, it also can bring up shadow of the opposite, right? If you've had challenges around financial abundance, it can bring up those fears and those insecurities when it comes to abundance, receiving abundance, holding on to abundance. It will bring up those shadow sides, and it's really meant to do that because it allows you to work through those fears. So when you catch yourself asking yourself, this is so amazing, but when is the shoe gonna drop? Or this is so amazing, but this can't be sustainable. Or, oh my God, I just received this, but do I deserve it, right? When we begin to see these little shadows pop up, and I'm not saying everyone will have this kind of shadow around abundance and financial security, but a lot of people do. Know that it's okay. Give yourself grace. Ask yourself, where does this stem from? And then release that energy, right? Ask the universe, ask your higher self, ask your spirit team to allow you to release the fear, release whatever it is that you're feeling around this, because know that this is a year that will bring you massive abundance. And it's also a year that what happens this year sets the foundation, right? It's beginning to set the foundation for your next 9-year cycle. So keep in mind, if you feel like you don't get a lot of movement financially in the personal year 8, it's okay if it's not showing up yet. As long as you've made movements and right choices and set yourself up, it's going to be continued to ripple on, almost like a wave, right? When you drop, let's say, a rock into a lake, there's like a ripple effect that continues to go, and it gets broader and broader and bigger, and it continues to go. Think of this as your personal year 8. The foundation, the steps, the things you do right now will ripple on into future years. So it isn't like a one and done situation. It's like the beginning of something very big. It's such a fun, amazing year. It can also be a year that brings you a bit of shadow work and some challenges, and really makes you face your life and abundance in a way that makes you be honest with yourself, right? Which is exciting and a little nerve-wracking. The key is to take care of yourself. Self-care is important in personal year 8 so you don't burn yourself out, and to always know to lead with integrity. This is a year that brings balance. So if you haven't led your life in a way that has integrity, it will bring balance to that. So you may find that a personal year 8, if your previous years have not been led with integrity, you may have some of those shadows come up to meet you, to learn from it and grow in a more positive way. If you have lived your life with integrity, it will meet you with integrity, and it will meet you with a huge amount of abundance. Your 3 sacred reminders for personal year 8 is really to ask yourself, what part of you is ready to lead? This is a year that asks you to be a leader, asks you to be the most confident version of yourself. So ask yourself, what version of you, what part of you is asking you to step up and be the leader in it? And this is a year where you can really, really make huge progress in this area. The second one is, where am I ready to receive more abundance? Whether that's abundance in love, abundance in family, abundance in money, abundance in career, whatever it is that you want more abundance in, it's asking you, what are the areas in your life you want more abundance, and start making movements towards that. And the third one is, how can I embrace my integrity and confidence in a way that really magnetizes what I want? So this is a year that asks you to really become confident leader, to step up into the most confident version of yourself and really take ownership and become the CEO of your life. And if you do that, you're going to have the most incredible personal year 8. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you a ton of love for being here. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Also hit a thumbs up on the video and tell me what it is that you are looking to manifest in your personal year 8 down in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, share the series, share the video with someone that you care about. And if you click right here, you'll be able to see all the other videos for all the other personal years. So you can see your last year's, your next year's, you can see your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your mothers, your sisters, your brothers, whoever's personal year you want to take a look at. You click right there and it's there. Again, I'm sending you a ton of love and I'll see you in the next video.